Hey guys, thank you for joining. We're going to wait just a few minutes for our viewership to build up here just a little bit. Appreciate all of you. Just going to wait a few minutes here for our viewership to build up just a little bit. Hello. Happy Friday. We're just going to wait a few minutes for our viewership to build up just here a little bit before we continue. While we are waiting, if you could please smack that QR code right there, go ahead and enter in for that $100 xTool gift card drawing. 140 for our friends to the north up in Canada. Gonna smack that QR code there. Again, we're just gonna hang tight here for a few minutes while our viewership builds up just a little bit. Just gonna hang tight here for a few minutes while that viewership builds up. Go ahead and smack that QR code right there. Go ahead and enter for a chance to win a $100 xTool gift card for our friends to north up in Canada. 140 for you guys. Gonna double check my other camera here real quick while you guys are doing that. Gonna smack that QR code off to my side there for a chance to win a $100 xTool gift card. Oh, hey Ben, how are you? Hannah, hello, how are you? Oh, Ever After Studio. Still don't know your actual name, but hello, how are you? Seen you on the past couple. Smile. Ben, unfortunately, I am very much under the weather over here. Took a nice little 2 to 3 hour nap today and was not very beneficial at all. So we're just here just to muscle through. I look like crap, no hat, no normal polo that I normally have, like just really under the weather over here. So we're going to muscle through and make the best of it. Oh. I appreciate all you guys, though. Honestly, seriously, thank you for joining me on a Friday night here again. Totally apologize that I'm under the weather. But again, smack that QR code there. Take a screen cap of it if you haven't done so yet, or scan that with your cellular devices. Had a chance to win a $100 xTool gift card. Again, really appreciate all you guys. Terribly sorry you guys are seeing me in the way that I am here. I am very much under the weather and just making do. I feel terrible. I sound terrible. I look terrible. Um, my face says it all. I'm normally never not bearded in like this. So, again, appreciate all of you guys. Thank you, Latrice. I appreciate it. Yep, Ben, it is laid back Friday, and that's what we are going with today. Holy. So, okay. Oh. All right. Well, we are going to talk about the F2 Ultra tonight, specifically in the dual. So, this is the 60-watt MOPA and the 40-watt diode that xTool does offer. Thank you, Daniel. I do appreciate it. We're here for you guys. Unfortunately, like I said, feel like trash, but we're gonna do our best. Um, so again, this is the F2 Ultra Dual that we're gonna talk about tonight. So this is a 60-watt MOP and the 40-watt diode. Fantastic machine by xTool, very capable for what it can do. Um, you know, lots and lots and lots and lots of things that can be done with it. Um, for the everyday small business and the maker. So, from the stones and the leathers and the glass and just really anything. There's so much capability in this machine and what it can do. Tonight we're going to showcase some leather and some stone and based upon what I have back there, some bamboo cutting board, so on and so forth. So we have a local customer to us that we're working with here pretty heavily right now by the name of Ogilvy Resort. If you're familiar with them, they're down in the West Virginia area. So we're going to work with their logo tonight. So again, for Ogilvy, if they are watching, welcome. We're going to use your guys' logos here for tonight's live. But we are working with them here relatively closely, locally, for a current deal that they have going on. But we're going to try and showcase some of the capabilities of this actual machine and what it can do, and so on and so forth. So, again, if you guys are just joining us here before we do get started, please smack that QR code right there. Go ahead and enter to win for that chance at the $100 xTool gift card for our friends in North of Canada, 140. Again, if you're just joining us, I appreciate you guys. I am really under the weather here, but I'm doing my absolute best. Still wanted to be able to provide it for you guys tonight. So, again, I do appreciate you guys being here, bearing with me, so on and so forth. So, smack that QR code there. Also, too, if you guys are looking at making any machine purchases, stuff like that, these are the coupon codes for our limited deals here tonight. So $100 off anything over $99.99 plus for Richard 100, $300 off of $39.99 plus for Richard 300. For our friends to the north up in Canada, Richard 130 will give you 130 off of $13.99 plus. And then Richard 450 will give you 450 off of $53.99 plus. Again, that is for our friends to the north up in Canada. So again, do appreciate all of you guys to take note of all those those coupon codes, excuse me. And then of course, the QR code here as well for that chance at that $100 xTool gift card. So, alrighty, guys. Again, with being under the weather, do really appreciate you guys. So we are here for the F2 Ultra. So in the comments, if you guys just want to let me know some of those key projects that you guys might be looking for the F2 Ultra. What are you seeking? What do you want to know? What do you want to do? So on and so forth. Please go ahead and drop those in the comments for me. And we're going to let those show on the stream here just a little bit. So again, this is going to be, again, specific to the F2 Ultra. I will answer any questions as much as I possibly can. Let's see. Becky. Yep. Me too. I got them all here except for one right now, and soon to be going to be lacking in some of the departments until some of those newer things do roll out. But yep, we have them all here right now. If you do need any demos or anything like that, definitely feel free to reach out and book us for sure. Um, I'll try to be in my better self and not crappy looking and actually professional, but definitely appreciate you guys regardless. Dan, yes, there is a conveyor that is available for the F2 Ultra for those larger pieces of material as well, and also in the same design and different design batch processing as well. Oh, Sun and Stars, there's no such thing as an F2 Pro as of right now. So again, just real quick, don't forget to smack that QR code off to the side there. Chance to win a $100 xTool gift card. There's 3 of you guys that will get that within 48 hours of the stream. I do not control that, but those things will happen. Surgical stainless drilling on the F2U. If not, what are your favorite settings? No, have not done it. Yes, totally possible. There are reference settings that are built into the software. Excuse me. However, you would need to kind of fine tune for what is going to work best for you. So just definitely be aware that you may burn a piece or two before you find what is actually right for you. Sun and Stars F2 Ultra, that it is the 60-watt MOPA laser that xTool does have. There is a dual component where you're going to get the 60-watt MOPA and a 40-watt diode as well to give you the best of both worlds for lots and lots and lots of different processing that is out there. Seven 6-109. That's a zip code. I don't know where you are. I'm assuming West Coast. But as far as tips on preventing flashback, just depends on what you're doing. If you're working with a very highly refractive material, masking will help you exponentially. So, all right. Questions and some things you guys want to see on the F2 Ultra. Drop in the comments here for me. Would appreciate it. See if I can get my camera to work the way that I want it to. Excuse me, guys, for 1 second. Oh, Hannah leatherette, yes. Definitely, definitely. We will talk about leatherette tonight. Oh, tri-layer. Ben, I don't have any tri-layer here at the moment. Coupons, yes. Yes, we do. You can find those right here. There you go. Boom, limited deals. So again, these are some stackable coupons with the current sales and it is out there right now. So Richard 100 will get you $100 off of $9.99 plus. Richard 300 will give you $300 off of $39.99 plus. For our friends to the north, Richard 130 will give you $130 off of $13.99 plus, and Richard 450 will give you $450 off of $53.99 plus. For our friends up in Canada. So make note of those again. Please go ahead and screenshot those. But definitely, definitely, definitely make note of those and smack that QR code there. So I am going to reposition my MacBook here with the F2 Ultra Laser as my lovely Obsbod that I have such a love-hate relationship with is not communicating with my PC for whatever reason, and I'm not sure why. Oh, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Maybe. Are you guys able to hear me? If you can, please let me know in the comments. Would appreciate it. Getting lots of no. Okay, I got a yes. Getting lots of no audio here. Okay, got a yes. Got a yes. Can now. All right, guys. I'm very sorry about that. I'm not very sure as to why you guys could not hear me on that prior. So again, very much apologize on that. Let me get back in here. One moment, please. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear me still. Okay, split's fine. Hopefully you guys can hear me on this one. Ben, Mark, one of the two of you. I know you guys will let me know. Somebody texted me. All right, perfect. Thanks, guys. Sorry about that. This is why we rely on all you guys. So again, we traced in a logo here from Ogilvy. What we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and set this up for engraving. So it's currently set for engraving based upon what we are dealing with. So we're going to change our materials to 3mm bass plywood. So let's change that. Thank you, Ben. Got your message. So 3mm basswood plywood and hit apply on this. And so we're going to set this up for engrave and also for a cutout as well. So we got this. So we're going to set up for the cutout here. We're going to use the offset in Studio. And we're going to change it to just be a 0 offset. So it's just going to be a dead cutout for what we're dealing with. So outer shapes only. I'm going to hit confirm here. And so we have both those things that are going to be set. We're going to change this to be cut. Okay. So we are all set. We're going to let the machine autofocus on the material. So we'll click on the autofocus. So focusing has been successful. And let's this, and we are going to go ahead and we're going to stop our screen share for the moment so we can get our camera on the F2 Ultra. And my ugly mug, my sick mug, as we can see here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit process. And this is going to go ahead and allow this to actually do what we need it to do. So you're going to be able to see this thing actually cut and do what it needs to here. So we're working with the Ogilvy logo. We're going to do an engrave and a cut on 3mm bass plywood to start. Okay. So on our actual machine, we're going to go the big green button, and we're going to let it do its thing. So we are currently engraving the Ogilvy logo, and then we are going to follow it up with the cut as well. So just a moment here. Currently working through that. We're only got 36 seconds total on the job. So we are currently cutting right now. So again, do appreciate all of you. I am just a buzz under the weather. But we got our engraved Ogilvy logo and a cut on a 3mm bass plywood. So let's take a look-sees. We got that there. A little bit of smoke. No worries. So we have our... Oh, that's a gift. Oh, there it is. The Ogilvy logo. We are cut. I just have not punched it through yet. So that was on 3mm bass plywood. Focus was on autofocus through Studio. I'm going to move on to our next project. We're going to use the same logo, but we are going to work on a stone coaster. So let's get that in there. Again, do appreciate you guys. A bit under the weather tonight. Look like trash. I'm not in my normal realm, normal hat, normal polo, nothing like that. Just not feeling well, but I appreciate everybody as always. So we got our stone coaster set in there. Okay, so let's get this set for what we want to do. Nani, we are using the F2 Ultra Dual. If you guys are just joining us again, smack that QR code there off to my side. Gives you a chance to win a $100 xTool gift card. There are 3 of you guys from this stream that will get that. Okay. Born and raised in Pittsburgh. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Carrie. I do greatly appreciate that. We are going to go ahead and we will set up this Ogilvy logo on that stone. Let me see if I can get my screen to share the way that I want it to. Let me know if you guys can see that and still hear me. I just got an F2 Ultra UV is a fantastic machine. One of my favorites. Okay. We are going to use the settings for a stone coaster here. If I can type, square rock coaster, perfect. Okay. Oh. So we do not need our cut because we're not going to be doing a cutout. We're just going to be doing the engraving here. Again, using the Ogilvy logo on our stone coaster. Like I said, that's where we want it to be. We're going to use the autofocus to go ahead and focus the laser head with that particular piece of material that is in there. Okay. So based on Studio, we do have the one-click settings here. I'm going to manipulate based upon what we have in the reference settings. I want to go to the 85 out of 1,000. Just me for what I'm looking for. Again, we are set up and centered on our material. We're going to just bring this in just a little bit smaller. Just for what I want to work with here. Okay, so the reference settings, we are currently set at 85 power, 1,000 speed, 1 pass at 120 lines per centimeter. We are going to go ahead and we are going to hit process on here. It's going to show us we're showing a minute for an engraving time. We're going to send it to the machine. And then we are going to go ahead and let this engrave. So let me hit the button. Okay, we are currently engraving on the stone coaster. Again, it's going to look a little bit blurry, guys, based upon my camera at the moment. But as soon as it is done, we will open that up so you guys can see that. Again, engraving on the F2 Ultra Dual. We are doing the Ogilvy logo. Resort here in West Virginia. So again, any questions, definitely drop them there in the comments. No matter where you guys are, let us hear you. Also, here are the live discount codes. So again, Richard 100 will take 100 off of $9.99 plus on the US. Richard 300 will take 300 off of $39.99 plus here in the US. For our friends to the north up in Canada, Richard 130 will take 130 off of $13.99 plus. Richard 450 will take 450 off of $53.99 plus. And again, if you guys are just joining us, I am terribly apologetically sorry. I am very much under the weather and look like trash. This is not my normal self. If you guys have watched my lives before, I'm usually decked out of my company apparel and stuff, but I am very much sick at the moment. So we're here for you guys. Clorox sniffles. Oh boy, is that relatable right now, right? Yeah. Clorox, disinfecting everything, sniffles. Yep, right there with you. Can it engrave rocks? Yes, it can. And do some deeper embossment in the rocks also. So, as you can see in our camera view, it's a little bit blurry right now. We just engraved on a stone coaster for Ogilvy Resorts logo. We're gonna pop that up there. Oh, it's focusing. Let's pull it out of there so we can actually take a real good look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Again, this is Ogilvy Resorts logo on a stone coaster for what I can get in the camera view there. That is just working with the reference settings inside of Studio, guys. 1 minute, 3 seconds to do that all the way through and through on a stone coaster. So again, totally doable with this machine, right? So definitely drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd like to hear from you guys about the quality for sure. So again, right out of the xTool Ultra in dual. So 60 watt MOFA and the 40 watt diode. Drop it in the comments. Let's hear what you guys got to say. Yes, I'm always with the sniffles and cleaning and awesome. Yeah, well, 2 kids over here. They will do that for us. And daycare. So, if you guys are just joining us, go and smack that QR code right there. Get a chance at $100 xTool gift card. 3 of you guys from the stream will be notified within 48 hours. For our friends to north up in Canada, 140 for you all. I'm going to smack that QR code. If you screenshot it with your phone, you can emulate it out of your Photos application and open it from there as well. All right, guys, we're going to try to do some 1/4 inch black acrylic, so some 6mm acrylic. So let me go ahead and we'll get this cleared off over here. I'm going to share my screen back to you guys so we can look at this together. Alrighty. So we're going to try this in 1/4 inch 6mm black acrylic. Let me go ahead and I get this masking off here so I can put it in the machine. So 1 second. Let's go ahead. We're going to refresh our background. All right, we're going to set this kind of pretty much center on our material for where we want to be. And we want to be in the engrave. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set based upon the reference settings what I want to see here. So we're going to get 50% power at 3,600 millimeters per second because that's what I want for my engraving, right? And then I'm going to get a little bit froggy. We're going to go for the offset here, and we want to cut it out of our black acrylic. So we're going to go to our offset. I'm going to go to outer shapes only. And after that generates, we want to go to 0. Keep it on outer shapes only. And we're going to hit confirm. So we want to make that a cut. And it does not look like we have reference settings actually built in here. So let me see. We want to do, we're probably going to want to go to, I'm assuming 90% power at 16 speed. We're going to make a 2-pass on our cut. This is what we're going to try anyways. So let me get my AB2 max turned on here before we go for this, just because acrylic is incredibly toxic. We want to be safe. All right, guys, we are on. And we are going to go to the process. Again, I'm taking a wing it on the cutting at the moment just because we don't have reference settings. I have not cut black acrylic on here, but we're not running a material test array at the moment. So we're going to give it a good old college try. Of course, with a fire extinguisher, very much handy. Let's make sure we have our camera situated where we need it to be. Hang on. Okay. So just remember, acrylic is very flammable, so we want to make sure we have a fire extinguisher handy for any and all acrylic engraving and cutting. So we're gonna let it rock and roll. We got a minute 31 here per xTool Studio. Like I said, totally winging it on the cutting. I have not cut acrylic with the F2 Ultra yet, but we're going to do our best. So let's go ahead and we will get it rocking and rolling. Here we go. Okay, we are processing. Not sure if you guys can see that. David, to answer your question, yes, the F2 Ultra UV is a very serious consideration. 5-watt power really depends on what you're doing, but it's a very powerful and capable machine. Except at the point, yes, one. David, really not sure what you're getting at there. If you could let us know, would be greatly appreciated. Here, let me turn this AP2 Max down here just a little bit. Just so I can hear or see what you guys are saying. Questions, comments on the F2 Ultra Dual, please drop them here in the comments. I'm afraid to pull the trigger on the F2 UV in 3 to 6 months down the road. xTool has replaced now 7 watt, 10 watt, etc. David, it's really subjective. So, as with any other manufacturer that is out there, they're always going to be continuously, innovating and putting new stuff out there, so on and so forth. That's not uncommon for any manufacturer on the market. I wouldn't necessarily worry about that and or utilize that in any purchasing decisions right now. There is no known plans to the market of anything more powerful in the UV realm. So again, if you guys are just joining us, appreciate you all. I'm a little bit under the weather, not my normal self, not my normal presentation for me or how I am or anything like that. So just casual t-shirt and blue jeans tonight, guys. Can you engrave or etch onto 3D printed items, PLA, PTG? Yes, you can. There are plenty of people that do engrave onto 3D printed items using the F2 Ultra and the F2 Ultra UV. The F2 Ultra is wholly capable. You just really need to run a material test array first on whatever it is that you're working with, and then tame the settings back. That's all. But very much doable. All right, guys, in the comments here, let us know if you have an xTool. What was your first machine? What was your favorite project to run with your first machine? And then let us know what your next desired machine is and what you would like to do. So drop it in the comments here for me. Again, if you guys are just joining us, smack that QR code there on the right side of your screen. Go ahead and sign up there. Chance to win $100 a gift card for xTool for our friends in North of Canada, 140. If you are joining us globally and around the world, you can still smack that QR code and enter for sure. So definitely do that. Excuse me. Ben, that is correct. Yes. Again, based upon what you are engraving, what you are doing, and how you tame your powers. IR is best, but can be done on the diode. So looking to hear from you guys in the comments. If you have an xTool machine, what's your first? What's your favorite project? What have you done? What are you aspiring for the next? What do you want to do? Let's see. Nani, my first was an M. Nice. Beautiful. Let's see. Creative Southsider. S1, F2, F2 Ultra UV would like to replace my Omtech CO2 with the P3. Creative Southsider, let me tell you that P3 is something else. It is totally worth it. 100%. Would not trade it for the world. See, Jennifer Amos getting me first xTool P3 on Wednesday. I already have my eye on the F2 Ultra, but I have to wait a while. Totally understandable. Make sure you definitely take down my codes here from the overlay. You can stack that with whatever sale is going on through the 17th. So I guess Monday. So if you do it by Monday, use these codes. Richard 100 for $9.99. Plus Richard 300 for $300 off of $39.99 plus. For our friends to the north in Canada, again, Richard 130 for 130 off of 13.99 plus, and Richard 450 for 450 off of 53.99 plus. Definitely take note of those. Hand acrylic turned out good. Acrylics on the diodes and the MOPA, again, as long as it is a opaque, not translucent, a opaque, it will do it. Let's see, I replaced my Thunder with the P3 and never looked back. Dream Factory, awesome. Glad to hear that. My first xTool is the S1, then got the F1 Ultra. Favorite projects is Layer Fisherman. Ooh, I like it. Well, tell us more about it. All right, guys, I'm going to grab a piece of rawhide leatherette, and we're going to shove that in there and see what we can get out of it. Let's see, we bought the Lumos laser and are just getting used to it. Also getting the Wonder Pro. Wonder Pro? What do you mean by Wonder Pro? Do you mean the Wonder Press? The all-in-one bundle? Like, what are you doing? Let's see, first was the F1U, also the P3, M1U and FTV, hoping the Omni 1 printer. Yes, Wayne, I am right there with you. I am waiting for that UV printer from xTool. I am so excited for it. I can't wait to see what it is going to be capable of, what it can do, and how it is going to benefit everybody out there. So definitely waiting. Let's see, Nani, waiting for my Wonder Press. Yep, I was actually just talking with my counterparts about that today, too. I think it's a very exciting piece of equipment that is coming to market here. Definitely hoping to get one here soon. Hey, Beth, how are you? Good to see you. Just talked to you like 20 minutes ago. Well, maybe an hour ago at this point. Lost track of time. Now I know a bit about the UV we come from the CO2 fiber, and of course the diode. I have a 100-watt epilogue, 40-watt S1, F1, F2, started tech school, open for lasers, so I understand the UV is capable of doing diode small format, comparison, res, etc. Yeah, I would think so. Should be capable of deep enough engraving to fill with resin, etc., etc. It just depends upon what you're doing, how you set it up, how many passes that you're doing, so on and so forth. So, all right. Let's get some leather right in there. Give me a moment. Let me grab a piece of rawhide, and we're going to go from there. Hang tight. All right. Let's get a scrap piece in there. So, not going to name the specific leatherette, but it is a premium leatherette that is on the market. Very good for everything that we do. So let's refresh that background. Let's share my screen. All right, Ogilvy logo again. Shrink this down. All right, so leatherette hat patch, right? So let's go ahead and we are going to change our material. If I can type. Maybe not. So the deep brown top grain cowhide leather I have found to be a very close reference for anything that I am doing with anything leatherette. Of course, can adjust accordingly based upon what I may want. So we like to go to particularly where the F2 Ultra. I like to run to the 85 2000 just to have a deeper, darker engraving. We are also going to go and set a offset so we can get a cutout here particularly. And I want to set this to a 0 offset. And I want to do it in outer shapes only. So again, it's going to just be my actual patch shape. Okay, again, we're going to set that to cut. And we don't have parameters that are built in for cutting. So again, we're going to set that to 90%. To pass, even though we shouldn't need it. We're going to let this autofocus on the material that we are working with right now. Ooh. 1 second here, guys. Okay, based on the color material, I might have to do this myself. Un momento. Sometimes with these lighter materials, you kind of have to do this focusing yourself. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and we will set this to process. So this half patch, we're looking at a whole 34 seconds. We're going to hit start on there. Make sure that our air filter is on. And let me change my screen. I believe you guys should still be able to hear me. And we're going to let this run. So, as you guys can see, we do have our Ogilvy hat patch done and ready to go. We would just have to do very minimal cleanup with some of LA's Totally Awesome. But that is set and done and ready to go. Adhesive is already on the backing. Again, not naming the company for where that actually came from. But again, very much capable machine for being able to do just even the simplest leather hat patches as well. Is it capable of deep engraving to fill with resin? Yes, definitely can engrave deep enough to fill with resin for sure. Hannah, we just did the leatherette. As you can see, the cut's just kind of sitting in the cutting plate right there right now. Again, just a very minimal cleaning with some of LA's Totally Awesome, and we will be good to go. Yeah, Beth, me too. I'm right there with you. Okay. All right, guys. Questions on the F2 Ultra Dual. Let's hear them. Alrighty, y'all. So, F2 Ultra Dual was tonight's kind of showcase there. Did a couple different projects between leatherette, some stone, and acrylic. And I'll tell you what, we still have the little cutting board that we can do. So let me set this up here. Let's see here. Let me place this on the cutting plate. All right, one second. All right, so a bamboo little cutting board. Me. Let's get this set up here in studio. Okie dokie. Let's do a refresh on our working surface. We're going to do an autofocus. Perfect. And we are not worried about our cutting. We just want to do engraving. We want to set our darkness. We're going to go with 80 at 1100. And I'm going to rotate this 180 degrees for Ogilvy. A little bit bigger. Nice Cassia cutting board in the Ogilvy logo. I process on this. Again, we are going to be looking at 1 minute and 41 seconds. Again, the F2 Ultra Dual is a very powerful machine. We can process some things here rather quickly. So again, we're going to hit start on that. And then let's cut our screen share so you can see it on the actual laser. And let's let it rip. And here we go. Alan, to answer your question, embossment is about twice as fast on the F2 Ultra Dual from the F1 Ultra. Creative Southsider, catch us on another live about the MOPA there. We are going to be working on some of the heavier metal engraving and embossments here at some point in the future as well. Tonight we're just kind of showcasing the diode capabilities. About 10 seconds left. All right, so we have that absolutely just beautiful little bamboo cutting board that we just did with Ogilvy's logo, as you can see. It was done on the F2 Ultra. This is the dual. So again, it has the MOPA and the diet laser. Very minimal effort put in there with that. It only took a minute 39. Yes, Pat will be available for replay. So, all right, guys. We'll open up the last few minutes here for just any final questions. Again, any questions as it relates to any of the xTool equipment whatsoever, you could dump it in the comments here. I'll be happy to answer them for you guys. Again, I do appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. This is not my norm. I'm very much under the weather. Normally, I'm a little bit more upbeat and tempo and stuff like that. But I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me for this. So any questions, comments, anything like that on any of the xTool equipment, please dump it in the comments here. I'm happy to answer them for you guys. I'll hang with you guys for about another 10 minutes or so before I call it a night. So definitely let us know what you want to know. Any features you guys want to see in xTool Studio also here in future improvements, please dump them in the comments. We are always working to continuously improve Studio and what it is for us as well. So please put those in the comments too. We'd love to hear from you guys. Also here on the right side, these are our discount codes for the live here. These are stackable with any of the current sales that are going on right now through the 17th only. You guys can stack these. Richard 100 will give you 100 off of 999 plus. And then Richard 300 will give you guys off of 39.99 plus. For our friends to North Canada. Oh, bye. Excuse me. Richard 130 will give you 130 off of 13.99 plus, and Richard 450 will give you a 450 off of 53.99 plus. So definitely take note of those. You can stack those against the current sales that are out there right now. So Rail Against Storm, thank you. I do greatly appreciate that. Remember, guys, most of you guys do follow me for the apparel printer and soon to be for the 01 Omni once it hits market here. That is going to be xTool's UV printer. Lots and lots and lots of exciting things coming down the pipeline for that particular machine. If you have backed the Wonder Press Kickstarter, awesome. Glad to see it. Glad to hear it. I am currently working on securing one of those as well for my shop here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you do not currently follow me, Forge and Thread Supply Company is where you can find me on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and anything else of the sorts. We do greatly appreciate the follow and the like and the share and anything of our current posts. Now, again, Forge and Thread Supply Company. We are based out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Beth, don't know which machine you're referring to, but yep, can't wait for any of them. I'm right here with you. And my crappy look. Also, yes, there are plenty of resources and groups out there, especially on Facebook for the social media of all the xTool official groups, including some of the auxiliary groups that are out there, specifically for each and every machine that is out there. especially all the newer ones between the P3 and the F2, the F2 Ultra, the F2 UV, the O1 Omni when it drops, so on and so forth. So definitely start following those groups for information and settings and just kind of content sharing in general. Please follow those groups. I do head up a few of those with Beth also, so definitely follow those. Abel Suarez, have you embossed wood with the F2 Ultra? No, I have not done it as of yet. I have been following the videos and some of the monologues surrounding it and know that it is very much capable of doing it. Uh, we very well. Oh, excuse me. We very well could possibly look at that for a future live stream with the embossing of the wood. That probably is something that does take a little bit more time in the way of processing. Um, but I know it is very much capable of doing it. So, any other questions surrounding, well, just really any of the xTool equipment, studio, anything we talked about tonight, anything? Definitely drop it in the comments, guys. Just so you guys know, too, based on one of the questions that did come up earlier, the RA3 rotary is very much capable with the F2 Ultra, especially with tumblers and stuff and such like that. So definitely keep that in the back of your mind. It is a very versatile machine for sure, and especially if you pair this up with, say, like P2S or P3 or something like that, especially for the small business standpoint, you will definitely hit the ground running. I know one of the key things that they wanted me to kind of hit on tonight was talking about the small business standpoint. So, for those of you that don't know me, again, my name is Rich. I own and operate Forge and Thread Supply Company in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We started under the umbrella of Custom Print Products Pittsburgh with the idea of branching out with franchises, so on and so forth. Um, my background is entirely in insurance cardiology. I do hold a EMT licensure as well. Former firefighter, um, and really initially started this entire business to just pay for my child's daycare and all that stuff. Um, and we were faced with a hell of an ultimatum back in April of 2024, where kind of you make some decisions based on what I was going to do after a layoff from my primary employer. I love them, even though I don't really mean it. Um, and just decided to dive into it full time. And really, truthfully, honestly, with the help of xTool and their equipment and what their equipment capabilities are, I was able to essentially launch a full scale business, and be able to make up all that income and continue moving ahead. Um, and we definitely have kind of rebuilt our entire lifestyle and everything that we've been doing, so on and so forth, and just kind of built our business to be able to sustain moving forward. Um, so with that said, from a small business standpoint, this is a very lucrative business, but it is a very positive business. And if you do put your mind to it, anybody can do it. I can do it. Anybody can do it. So, definitely, if you are looking at it and you want to make a business out of it, even if it's going to start as a side niche, side hustle, whatever, so on and so forth, xTool is great machinery to be able to do it. So, from the small business standpoint, small business focus, you can do it. Put your mind to it. Um, that's, again, like I said, one of the primary things is they wanted me to kind of touch on in this. But that's my story. It's not a sob story, but just kind of want to put it out there for you guys. Um, Again, for those of you guys that all kind of hung out with me tonight, I greatly appreciate it, especially being on or under the weather. Um, you know, a lot of you guys follow me for the apparel printer, soon to be the O1 Omni. We do have everything else xTool related here. So if you decide that you want a demo or anything like that, xTool's website under the local service tab, product demo, you could find me. I'm under Richard Gianacora. Happy to demo any of these machines with you guys as well. So, and those are free to you. So, all right, guys, we're going to give you guys about 4 more minutes here. I'm going to sign off for the night. So, any questions, concerns, anything xTool related, please drop it in the comments now. Again, take note of my codes on the right side there. So for our US friends, Richard 100, well, excuse me, Richard 100 will give you 100 off of $9.99 plus. Richard 300 will give you 300 off of $39.99 plus. For our friends up in Canada to the north, appreciate y'all because I actually just spent a lot of time up there. Richard 130 will give you 130 off of $13.99 plus. Richard 450 will give you 450 off of $53.99 plus. So definitely utilize those codes. So about 3 more minutes I got with you guys here. Anything you want to know, any questions, anything xTool related, non-xTool related, small business related, anything, drop it in the comments now while you can. What is my favorite thing to use the F2 Ultra for? It's kind of a loaded question. I really do appreciate using the F2 Ultra for wood, especially the thinner woods. I don't know why. I think it does an absolutely fantastic job and is a lot faster than most machines that are out there. I'm so used to running a lot of the woods on my CO2 flatbed, but definitely appreciate the F2 Ultra for its speed and capability for engraving and cutting. For me, coins it's best for. Beth, you know what? Challenge coins is something I definitely want to get into with the F2 Ultra. I really haven't spent a ton of time into it, but I'm probably going to reach out to you. So thank you. Any news on xTool 3D printer, Todd? I am currently not aware of any news or developments surrounding a 3D printer from xTool in any way, shape, or form. There's been no announcements or anything on that. So if you heard anything about that, it's probably just purely speculation at this point, but to my knowledge, is not on the radar. So, all right, guys, one more time here. Got to make note of those discount codes over there on the right side. Again, you can stack this with any current sales that are out there, just current pricing in general. This is any machine that is out there. Richard 100 for $100 off of $9.99 plus. Richard 300 for $300 off of $39.99 plus. For our friends to the north up in Canada, again, I visit up there a lot, so thank you very much. Richard 130 for 130 off of $13.99 plus. And Richard 450 for 450 off of $53.99 plus. Got a question here out of curiosity. Are you a fellow member of Steelers Nation? Well, truthfully, I am a transplant in Pittsburgh. However, I do support my Pittsburgh Steelers very much. Todd, supposed to be SBDP Maker collab. They were going to, but stopped, I think, for the UV printer. Message me on that. I'm very curious as to what you're talking about. You can find me on my personal page, Richard Attilio Gianacora, or Forge and Threads Supply Company. Definitely follow me, message me. We can definitely talk about it. So. All right, guys. Well, we got a little snippet on the F2 Ultra tonight. We dealt with some black opaque acrylics, some 3mm basswood, some leatherette, unnamed where it came from for copyright and trademark reasons. A little bit of a bamboo cutting board as well for engraving. We used a logo from our friends down at Ogilvy Resort, who I am currently working a deal with. But a little bit of exposure for them, a little bit of exposure for me, so on and so forth. But other than that, I do greatly appreciate the engagement that we had tonight. Again, very much appreciate all of you for hanging in there with me. Thank you for spending your Friday night with me, and I appreciate you guys understanding with me being a little bit under the weather. And then also thank you very much to my counterparts from xTool that are here with us on the live stream, helping with some commentary along the way. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Definitely, if you are looking to demo any of the xTool machines, xTool.com, under the tab local service, utilize product demo, you can book with any of the demo hosts that are out there in any of the regions that are around you. If you are looking for me specifically, I'll be under Rich Gianacora or Forge and Thread Supply Company. But again, definitely feel free to book with any of the hosts that are out there. Any of the machine trainings or material testing, same thing, under the same tab for local servicing as well. So for any of you guys that have the apparel printer, the metal fab, definitely utilize the commissioning services that is available to you free of charge with your purchase as well. Again, can be booked under that local service tab. However, should automatically be booked for you guys by now through the autonomous platform that we have going on. But if not, definitely utilize those. We want to make sure you guys are hitting the ground running and being successful with your machines right out the gate for sure. So, other than that, I hope you guys all have a great night. Thank you. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for spending your Friday night with me. And yeah, enjoy. Happy making for sure. So, have a wonderful night, guys. Thank you.